Oscar De La Hoya is 52 years old now. The Golden Boy. Olympic gold, 1992. 11 world titles in 6 weight classes. Fought everyone. Chavez, Whitaker, Vargas, Quartet, Mosley. The pretty boy who could fight. Really fight. The Mexican-American hero. Boxing's biggest star. 39 wins, 6 losses. 20 years in boxing. But now, sitting in his Los Angeles office, promoter, businessman, Oscar De La Hoya revealed something nobody expected. I avoided fighters. 5 fighters. 5 men I didn't want to face. Not because I couldn't beat them. Because the risk wasn't worth it. The danger was too real. 5 fighters who scared me. Really scared me. Not in a coward way. In a smart way. Career preservation. Face preservation. And some I avoided successfully. Some I couldn't avoid. These are Oscar De La Hoya's 5 fighters he wanted to avoid. This is my confession. Number 5, James Toney. James Toney is my number 5. Lights out. The slickest defensive fighter I ever saw. Middleweight, super middleweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight. James could fight anywhere. And James never got hit clean. Never. Shoulder roll, head movement, angles. James made elite fighters look amateur. And James hit hard. Knocked out fighters at every weight. And in the late 1990s, early 2000s, they wanted me to fight James. Catch weight. Around 160, 165 pounds. And I said no. Really said no. Not publicly, but privately, I avoided James. Because James was dangerous. Not because James would knock me out. Because James would make me look bad. Really bad. Frustrate me. Make me miss. Counter me. And my face, my golden boy image, that's my brand. That's my money. And James would damage that. Not just physically, mentally, make me look ordinary. And I couldn't afford that. So I avoided James. Moved up in weight. Took other fights. And James never happened. And I'm okay with that. Because James Toney was a nightmare matchup. That's James Toney, my number 5. Number 4, Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. is my number 4. The best fighter of the 1990s. Maybe ever. Middleweight to heavyweight. Speed, power, reflexes, athleticism. Roy made elite fighters quit. Really quit. Roy was unstoppable. And in 1996, 1997, they talked about me moving up to 154, 160 to fight Roy. Catchweight super fight. And I thought about it. Really thought about it. Then I watched Roy destroy everyone. James Toney, Reggie Johnson, Montel Griffin. And I realized something. I can't beat Roy Jones. Can't. Roy is too fast, too powerful, too gifted. Roy would embarrass me, really embarrass me, and my face. Roy's left hook, that deadly left hook, would ruin my face, permanently. And I said no. Stayed at welterweight, junior middleweight, avoided Roy completely. And I have no regrets. None. Because Roy Jones Jr. would have ended my career early. That's Roy Jones Jr., my number 4. The superhuman I was smart enough to never chase. Number 3, Winky Wright. Winky Wright is my number 3. The Nightmare, junior middleweight champion. Southpaw, defensive genius. Jab like a laser, and Winky beat everyone at 154 pounds. Everyone. Shane Mosley twice. Felix Trinidad. Ike Quarty attempt. And in 2004, 2005, they wanted me to fight Winky. Unification. The fight made sense. Perfect sense. And I avoided it. Really avoided it. Because Winky was my worst nightmare. Really, my worst nightmare. Southpaw stance. I struggled with southpaws my whole career. Felix Sturm gave me problems. Shane gave me problems the second time. And Winky was better than both. Much better. Winky would jab me all night. Control distance. Frustrate me. Counter me. And Winky wouldn't knock me out. That's the problem. Winky would beat me on points. Clearly. decisively, make me look ordinary. And I couldn't afford that. Not at that stage. I was the golden boy, the draw, the star. Losing to Winky wouldn't just be a loss. It would be embarrassing. Boring loss. Jab, 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 lose decision. No glory in that. No rematch clause that makes sense. Just damage. Career damage. Image damage. So I avoided Winky. Fought Bernard Hopkins instead. 2004. Got destroyed. And people said I should have fought Winky. Maybe. But Hopkins paid more. Hopkins was bigger name. Hopkins made business sense, even though I lost. Badly. That's Winky Wright. My number 3. The Southpaw nightmare I was smart enough to avoid. Number 2, Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito is my number 2. And this one I regret. Really regret. Because I didn't avoid Antonio. I took the fight. December 6th, 2008. Welterweight. And I shouldn't have. Really shouldn't have. Because Antonio was everything I didn't want to face. Mexican warrior. Relentless pressure. Walked through punches. Through hundreds of punches. Body attack. Head attack. Broke fighters down. And Antonio didn't care about getting hit. Didn't care about style. Didn't care about boxing. Antonio just came forward. Always forward. And I knew this. Really knew this. I watched Antonio destroy Miguel Cotto. July 2008. 5 months before our fight. And Antonio broke Cotto. Really broke him. Brutalized Cotto. Hurt Cotto. Ended Cotto. And I thought, I can box Antonio. I'm faster. I'm smarter. I can outbox him. Wrong. So wrong. Fight night. Antonio came forward. From round 1. Pressure. Punches. Body shots. And I tried to box. Tried to move. Tried to survive. Didn't work. Antonio walked through everything. Kept coming. Kept punching. And my body broke down. Really broke down. Ribs hurt. Arms hurt. Face hurt. Everything hurt. By round 7, I was done. Really done. And after round 8, I quit. Quit on my stool. Told my corner, no more. And I retired. Right there. December 6th, 2008. My last fight. And I regret it. Really regret it. Not the loss. Taking the fight. I should have avoided Antonio Margarito. Should have seen the danger. Should have protected myself. But I didn't. And Antonio ended my career. Number 1. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is my number 1. Not because Floyd beat me, because I knew Floyd would beat me. Knew it, and I took the fight anyway. May 5th, 2007. MGM Grand. The biggest pay-per-view in boxing history. Split decision. Floyd won. And I wanted to avoid that fight. Really wanted to. For years. Because Floyd was perfect. Really perfect. Defense, speed, ring IQ, counterpunching. Floyd never made mistakes. Never. And Floyd studied opponents. Really studied them. Found weaknesses. Exploited them. And I knew Floyd would find mine. All of them. My vulnerability to speed, my struggles with pure boxers, my tendency to slow down late. Floyd would see it all, capitalize on everything, and I tried to avoid Floyd. 2005, 2006. Negotiations fell apart. Money issues, drug testing issues, everything. And I was relieved, really relieved, because Floyd was the one fighter I knew I couldn't beat. Knew it. But 2007, the money was too big. $40 million guaranteed. Biggest payday of my life. And I took it. Took the fight. Even though I knew, deep down knew, Floyd beats me. And Floyd did. Not badly. Split decision. Close rounds. But Floyd controlled everything. Made me miss. Made me tired. Made me predictable. And Floyd won. Clearly. The judges got it right. And after the fight, I thought, I should have avoided this. Should have walked away. Protected my legacy. But the money, that $40 million, I couldn't say no. And I regret it. Not the money. The fight. Because Floyd exposed me, showed the world I wasn't elite anymore, wasn't the golden boy anymore, just older, slower, done. That's Floyd Mayweather Jr., my number one. The perfect fighter I should have avoided but couldn't resist. These 5 fighters taught me something important. James Toney taught me style matters more than people think. Roy Jones taught me some fighters are just superhuman. Winky Wright taught me boring losses hurt more than knockouts. Antonio Margarito taught me to trust your instincts when you see danger. And Floyd taught me that money isn't worth your legacy. Sometimes avoiding fights is smart, really smart. It's not cowardice. It's career management. It's understanding your limitations. It's protecting what you built. I'm 52 years old now, promoter, businessman, and I look back at my career. 39 wins, 6 losses, 11 world titles. And I think about the fights I took, and the fights I avoided. And I'm proud of both. The ones I avoided kept me relevant longer. Kept my face intact, kept my brand strong. The ones I took that I shouldn't have? They taught me lessons, expensive lessons, but lessons. That's Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy. The fighter who was smart enough to avoid some wars, and brave enough to take others, even the ones he knew he'd lose. That's boxing. That's business. That's life.